I finally got the opportunity to sit down and play Mouse P.I For Hire. I'm 2 hours in, and I can happily say I'm having a great time with this game. And what you're seeing on screen is my first actual time playing the game. I recorded some footage for you guys to see, and I am just blown away by this game. Mouse P.I For Hire was developed by Fumi Games, and when I first saw footage for the first time when they announced this game, I was blown away by the visuals and I wanted to play it immediately. I remember at the time it just said Steam. It didn't say anything about consoles or anything, so I was really bummed out because I'm not a PC gamer. And I was like, come on, like this is one of those games I desperately want to play so bad, and thankfully it's come to consoles and I am so happy. Like I said, the visuals are the standout here for sure, and also the voice acting, the audio in this game is so spot on. Like the visuals are one thing, but it's the way that the characters are talking, the way they're acting, it just all works. And honestly, I'm surprised no one has really made a game like this. I know people will talk about Cuphead and everything, and that definitely has a certain aesthetic to it that is similar to Mouse P.I For Hire. But Mouse P.I For Hire definitely has a different quality in terms of its visuals and its approach to the overall game itself and the gameplay. I really hope, even though I haven't beat the game yet, I would really hope that Fumi Games is able to create another game in this style, whether it's a sequel to this or just something similar to this, because animation style is fantastic and it's seamless. It wasn't jarring at all when I'm playing the game that, oh, this animation and this style of like the game and everything, it doesn't feel jarring. It's not throwing me off because I've never really played a game like this. Once again, Cuphead does have some similar aesthetics, but with it being a first-person shooter and with this animation style, it just fits so well. Like, I was honestly shocked at how I was just immediately drawn into the game, because I thought, with me not really playing a game like this before in terms of its style and look, that it was going to throw me off, but it just seemed so seamless, and it was running perfectly on my PlayStation 5. I had no issues whatsoever in terms of frame rate drops or anything. It was running so smooth. Now, I've seen a number of reviews, especially the IGN one, which was hilarious, stating that the story is lacking in this game and that thankfully the visuals and the gameplay save it. Even though the gameplay is more on the simpler side in terms of a first-person shooter, I will say this though, I'm only 2 hours in, so I'm not even close to beating the game, but I think the story overall is decent. It's fine. I'm not expecting a story that's going to blow me away, and I'm not like bored with it, and I'm enjoying the character dynamics and the character dialogue with our main character and the others he's interacted with so far in the game. So I'm not complaining too much about the story lacking, because to me, I don't think it's lacking necessarily. Like, it feels very noir-esque in terms of a very straightforward kind of mystery narrative, and then just learning the dynamics of your character and then the others he's surrounding with in terms of like friends, acquaintances, and everything, and just learning more information about what's going on with this, magician, what's happening, like who's all connected, who's all involved. So I'm not really complaining too much about, oh, well, the story's lacking, so the game is going to overall just not be a good experience. Like, I'm having a good time here. Like, I'm not sitting here bored, and that's the biggest thing. If I'm bored playing a video game, then I just stop playing. I only stopped playing because I actually had to go do something, or else I would have kept playing it today. So I'm having a good time, and that's all that really matters. As we were stating a little bit earlier, the gameplay, of course, first-person shooter, and even though I've not really gotten too far into the game, the variety of weapons and explosives you can pick up is pretty cool, because they keep throwing enemies at you. At certain points, I was getting a little overwhelmed with the amount of enemies that were coming at me at certain points, and I'm like, okay, because I only picked like the medium difficulty, so I was like, oh my god, like they're throwing you in, like they're expecting you to just be ready to go, and you have no real time to really breathe at points. And as soon as your weapon comes out, as you're going through a certain area, you know you're going to be fighting some guys. So that's a telltale sign for sure. But I also like the kind of calm down moments where you're just kind of looking around, searching for secrets or whatever, or searching for safes which you can unlock. So I like the fact that, hey, there are certain moments where you can slow down, because if this game is just relentlessly throwing enemies at you, I feel like that would really deter me from continuing the game, because it's just like non-stop, which some games are like that. Gears of War, for example, is like that to a T, but thankfully for Mouse P.I For Hire, there's a better balance. I 100% recommend this game, no question. I think this is a great first-person shooter. It's on the simpler side in terms of the gameplay, but the boss fights and the story progression and just the different locations and the secrets that can be found while you're playing through different sections of levels, it's great. And also the little mini map, how you drive around to different locations, is pretty cool as well. It really is a good time. It really is fun, and I really can't complain too much because this game is just kind of relaxing in a way, even though there are times a lot of enemies are at you at once, or boss fights which can be a little, kind of crazy at points as well in terms of their move sets and everything. But if you're just looking for a kind of simpler game to have a good time with and to give you some really fun and interesting moments and an art style that is just awesome, Mouse PI for Hire is definitely worth your time.